What is up, everybody? It's your girl Gigi the Master Manifester, and I am back with another video. So today I'm going to be doing a reading on Miss Cindy, Tricky Trina, and Janay. So I have about 4 or 5 questions that I'm going to ask, starting out with what happened the night that Miss Cindy was allegedly drugged. Second question, has Janay and Tricky Trina done this before? Question 3, was Janay manipulated / seduced by Tricky Trina? And the last question, their current relationship energy between Tricky Trina and Janay. So I want to see like what's going on in the relationship. I know that Miss Cindy said that they are currently still in a relationship. So I'm just going to see like how are things going? Like, are they happy with each other? You know, just be a little bit nosy. So yes, you guys, if anybody's interested in booking a personal reading, I will have all my links down below in the description box. If anybody's interested in joining my spiritual mentorship, where you learn about yourself, you do your shadow work, your healing, you're learning about, you know, developing your spiritual gifts. You're learning things about your ancestry and about your history. So if anybody's interested, the link is down below in the description box, as well as if you're interested in crystals, crystal jewelry, incense, or any other spiritual products, the links are down below in the description box. Thank you guys for watching. Without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get into the video. What happened the night that Miss Cindy was allegedly drugged? Also pay attention to the lyrics and the music. That's going to be a good indication of what spirit is saying, as well as the energy of the parties that are involved. So we're asking about the night itself, but once we get into, was this how Miss Cindy perceived it, or was it more to the story? Was it more that took place beforehand? That's my question. So for question number 1, we got this card. For question number 2, has Janay and Tricky Trina done this before? Let's see. Whoa, this card almost flew on the floor. Whoa. All right, question number 2. And then we got question number 3. Was Janay manipulated or seduced by Tricky Trina? So that's what Miss Cindy said. She said she feels like it was a demon and she feels like she was seduced. I personally don't feel like that, but we're going to see. We're going to see, was it really that? Because it could be, you know. But I feel like if a person want to do something, they're going to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not going to make it seem like Janay was just out her mind, because look where she's at now. If that was just a temporary one-night thing, then she would still be with Miss Cindy, you know? All right, their current relationship energy between Janay and Tricky Trina. What is their current relationship like? Whoa, judgment. Okay, all right. That just goes to show, like, no cap. All right, you guys. So what I'm gonna do is pull the clarifiers on camera so you guys can see, like, you know, the energy of the whole situation. So let's go ahead and I shuffled the music. So the song that's playing is Cleo Soul, Fear When You Fly. So if y'all really pay attention to this song and what it's speaking about, I really feel Miss Cindy's energy, like, heavy. When I was shuffling the cards, I was feeling her energy. So I will go ahead and play this song. But we're going to go ahead and get started. I would not lose hope. So I feel a woman that didn't want to let her relationship go, and that's exactly what she said. Okay, so the card that we get. Okay. So we asked, what happened the night that Miss Cindy was allegedly drugged? This is the card we get. We got the 4 of Wands. This is what it looks like. It came in the reverse, but this is what it looks like. Upright. But it came reversed. So this card says personal celebration, inner harmony, conflict with others, lack of support, breakdown in communication, home conflict, transition, transience. I don't know how to pronounce that word, but Transition? Seriously? Conflict and communication, home conflict? Bro, what? This is the fire sign card. It represents form, completeness, foundations, progress, power, and stability. So I feel like Janay was like feeling herself. This is what I'm feeling intuitively. Janay just feeling herself, and she just like feel like she can have it her way, which, you know, it's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying, you know, it's a bad thing to pop your shit, but you're in a relationship, mama. Like, you cannot be, especially with her friend, like, that's crazy. So I'm gonna pull some clarifiers of what happened that night. Play the music. What happened the night that Ms.Cindy was allegedly drugged? The night that everything went down. What happened that night? Some friends I lost on the way. You got the opulence card. It's opulence, baby. So this gives me club energy. What happened the night? Whoa. Full moon? Oh shit. Some shit was revealed. You know, the moon represents secrets. So secrets were revealed. Something came out into the light. What happened the night that Miss Cindy was allegedly drugged? Finest cat hair. So there's an attractive woman, a good looking woman, desirable. So I think this, you gotta learn to let go. I think Miss Cindy, these are representing Tricky Trina. These are representing a beautiful woman, okay? Somebody with a nice Coke bottle shape, somebody with a nice complexion. So this is somebody, this is definitely Tricky Trina. Something came out about Tricky Trina this night, okay? Something was exposed. It said home conflict. So I feel like from Tricky Trina's perspective, she just feels like she exposed how unhappy they were in their relationship. She exposed, oh, like she added like an element of like, so I do feel like there's a little bit of seduction here, but that doesn't mean she seduced Janay. That just means Janay was honestly enthralled by her. This is literally how Janay felt about her. She felt she was an attractive woman. It's not to say she didn't think Miss Cindy was attractive, but I just personally feel like this is what happened. This woman, finest cat hair, and it's opulence, baby. So this is her energy for sure. Let's see what else. What happened that night? What happened that night? What happened? Spirit, let us know. Let's scoot this up. Try not to mess the cards up. What happened this night? You think too much? Distant lover? Oh my God, they have been talking. You think too much. This is the manipulation. Look what's on the bottom of the deck. Chestnut checkers. So they were playing mind games with Miss Cindy. They were. And then Janay was making Miss Cindy feel crazy. Like, there's nothing going on. So I do think, look, twin flame. Fling thing. Income. I think Janay was doing something for that girl financially. My fight may be in the dark. I think this was a matter of lust versus love. I personally feel like Janay, she started to drift off with this partner. I think that it was something different. It was out of the norm. It was exciting. It was new. It was something that she was putting her energy into, and she started to kind of like question, like, is this where I need to be, or should I like explore my other options? I do see like money come up with Janay, so I don't know. I know Miss Cindy said Janay, like her family comes from money or whatever, so I don't know if that was a factor in their relationship. Not saying that the reason they got together, but like I don't know if that was like a big thing in their relationship, like maybe Janay was like supporting them. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know the specific scenario, but maybe that's what was going on. Tricky Trina came along. I do feel like Janay was offering her some type of something, because this energy here, I'm not gonna lie, it's giving sugar baby. And I think they probably around the same age, all of them. So it's kind of different. I don't know. I don't know the ages or whatever, but I just feel like, what is going on? Like, it just feels like, almost like Tricky Trina was trying to prove a point. Because you got twin flame, distant lover. So I am seeing them speak on the phone privately, talking about meeting up, linking up, what they're gonna do when they see each other. But then it's also like these mind games, playing these mind games with Miss Cindy of like making her feel like she's going crazy. That's where I feel like this is pure manipulation. And I feel like in that case, you reap what you sow, because it's not what you do, it's how you do it. If you're not happy in your relationship, end the relationship. It's okay to end a relationship if you're not happy. Like, it's not the end of the world. Like, people move on, people move forward. But at the end of the day, when you're lying to a person just to keep them around, just in case this doesn't go through, or just in case this outcome doesn't play out how you want it to play out, like, that's manipulation. That's narcissism. Like, that is, like, honestly, to be in a relationship for that long, for that many years, and for this to be the way it ended, I can see why Miss Cindy is kind of like traumatized. So yeah, this is like a weird, sticky situation. I'm gonna shuffle the music and see what we get. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna pull some more clarifiers from the Words of Truth deck by Tarot T Diva. We're about to get into it. What happened that night? Ooh. Okay. Telling you, the songs is not gonna lie. The energy is not gonna lie. All right, what happened the night that Miss Cindy was allegedly drugged? Family member, I want to tell you so bad about the betrayal. See, I'm in love with your man / woman and no one else will do. So this was like a friend that she started to feel like was like family. Like, this is somebody like I'm bringing like around people I love, around people I know. This is spot on. What happened between Janay? Okay, so the second question is actually, hold on. You better have a whole lot of chips. Did y'all hear that? Better have a whole lot of chips, because I ain't for niggas. What did it say? I ain't for niggas giving tips. Like, she don't want no little nothing. She wants some money. She's asking for stuff. Tricky Trina had Janay wrapped around her damn finger. Like, this is kind of embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if your partner is like tricking on somebody else, that's fucked up. Like, that's fucked up. Like, that's just too far. That's too far. Like, you can't go back from that. Like, that's crazy. So okay, I was kind of debating, like, am I still on question 1 or am I going into question 2? Because it's making me want to dig deeper, and I don't want to drag this, so I kind of want to just ask all the questions I want to ask, and then, you know, pull clarifiers where I see fit. But this card here confirms exactly what I was thinking. Like, there is some type of betrayal going on. This was happening prior to. So I'm going to go ahead and move into the next question, because it says, has Janay and Tricky Trina done this before? So let's see. Have they had sex before the night of the blood? The blood in her grandson's bed. Have they had sex before this night? Let's see. Thief. Oh my God, kidnapped. Fatherhood. Status. Oh my God. Not got the place on fire, burn it down in flames with the fire card. This is a fire sign card. Aries. So I want to know who the Aries is. Is it Tricky Trina? Is it Janay? Because this is a fire sign card too. Find this cat here. Okay, I gotta pause the music because this shit getting me hyped up. Okay, so y'all, first card, thief. Yeah, I steal from your family, friends, yo ass. It doesn't make a difference. Money is green and I'm the black sheep of the family. Don't judge me. I do what I can to get my fix. So this is somebody with a drug addiction. Okay, this is a drug addicted person. This is Tricky Trina. This is Tricky Trina. This is Tricky Trina. this reading is about Tricky Trina. She is a thief. She literally stole Janay from Miss Cindy. Then you got kidnapped. Look at this, y'all. Sometimes I just want to be pinned against the wall and taken. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Also, I have never done my camera this way before, but it goes with the natural light in the room. Like if I would have had my camera how I normally have it on this corner, it wouldn't have been the right lighting. I'd have to go and edit, and I'm not editing this. This is just going straight, like I'm gonna add my title, that's that. But what I was about to say is, if I'm showing y'all these cards and it's showing up backwards, my apologies. I just still want to show y'all, because I'm gonna read y'all the card, but I just want y'all to see, like, this ain't no fucking cap. Like, this is spot on. Oh my God. Then we got fatherhood. The biggest mistake as a man you can make is to let another man love your child more than you do. So, okay, so this is making sense, because if you think about the role that Janay played in Miss Cindy's kid's life and her grandson's life, she kind of stepped up as a father figure. Then look at this, y'all. Status, I make money moves. So this is a person with money, with bread, okay? This person is taking that money to somebody else's household. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? So there's a sexual energy, like with the kidnap, it says, pin me up against the wall. Like, that's that energy, just freaky, just no limits, just anything that Janay was ever curious about, this girl is about that, okay? So, think about it. Miss Cindy said that Tricky Trina has a son. So I feel like Janay is probably gonna now be stepping up, like, as a father role to her son. So are y'all seeing the correlations? So I asked, has this happened before? This has happened before. The pinned up against the wall, I'm seeing like that being like such a rush for both of them. One, because I do believe what Miss Cindy said, like the girl, like she's very promiscuous and stuff like that. That's usually like a person who was sexually abused and at an early age, they become promiscuous, and that is a spirit, that is an energy, but I don't want that to take away from the fact that Janay still chose to do what she did. Like, we're not going to say, oh, it's a demon that came to kill, steal, and destroy. Yeah, but that demon may just be a matter of, you know, a lack of attention or a lack of affection or a lack of, like, you know, like in a relationship, like you might not be picking up on what your partner needs are, or you might not even care, honestly. You might think that just because you've been with this person for a long time, you don't have to like grow within your relationship or like still like have a certain type of relationship. And I think that's where that curiosity came in for Janay to want to even step out. Okay, so let me ask, why did Janay even think to step out against Miss Cindy? What was the reason? Why did she step out and do this with Tricky Trina? Secret admirer, I have a crush on you. So there was something like, I wonder who said that they had a crush on who? Let me ask that. Let me see. Who said they had a crush on who? I need to know. So I'm gonna pull a tarot card, or no, I'm gonna pull a card from here. If a man comes out, that would be the masculine, so that would be Janay. If a woman comes out, then that would be the feminine, that would be Tricky Trina, okay? So let's see who said that they have a crush on each other. Who said that they have a crush on who? So who was the one, because I'm seeing a text message. Somebody text somebody. Okay, so let's see. That's how I'm seeing it come up, but I want to see who said it to who. So whoever comes out on the card is the person that reached out and said, I have a crush on you. Oh, okay, we got one. We got two. Tricky Trina! Look, this confirms it. Abuse. She was sexually abused. Look at this. That's a bad motherfucker. This is red. This is fire. This is like the same energy as this card. When I said this is fire energy, so Tricky Trina must be the fire sign. So I think she's a Leo. So you got that's a bad motherfucker. The Empress. Look at the wetness, the water, the being naked. This is Tricky Trina all the way. She could also be a water sign or have water in her chart. But fire and water is definitely coming up. And if you think about her energy of how she's pursuing this whole situation and how she moved, it is fire energy. It's passion. It's explosive. It's just passionate. It's just very like, I want you now. I need you now. And that's what Janay got wrapped up in. So yeah, she was seduced, but it wasn't like by force. I do think that the drugs had something to do with it because like the drugs and alcohol, because the card that came up, it says something. What did the card say? Yeah, to get my fix. On the thief card, to get my fix. I do what I can to get my fix. So I think that knowing that her and Janay have similar extracurricular activities, you know, and Janay, if Janay has money, then Janay can supply. You know what I'm saying? So that's the mind frame that they're in. Okay? So Secret Admirer, baby, you heard it here first. It was Tricky Trina. She came on to Janay. So this was before this even happened. Like, Miss Cindy, how do you even think this happened? This is how it happened. She reached out to Janay. I'm seeing through Instagram or either through a text message. But I am picking up on like, and I kind of felt it was Tricky Trina because what I was hearing in my head is like, hey, delete this when you get this message, but X, Y, and Z. This could even be like Snapchat because I'm seeing like, hey, delete this when you see it. But I also feel like they already had an attraction towards one another. It was more of like an energy thing. Like, when I make eye contact with you, like, and you make eye contact with me, and then we looked at each other a little longer than we should have, I think that's when it happened, okay? And Miss Cindy, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. And if Miss Cindy, if you're watching this, like, this is just, you know, I'm not trying to be mean, but I do feel like sometimes, like, what I'm getting from the energy is sometimes you might be too busy, focused on your family, like your kids, you know, your grandkid, or grandkids. I'm not sure how many grandkids you have, but I do feel like sometimes you're not paying enough attention to what's happening around you. Like, you're not aware of your surroundings. That's what I'm hearing. Like, your partner and this person have been doing this for a minute, and I'm getting like 3, so this could be 3 weeks or 3 months. They have been like sneaking and doing things, and you're not picking up on it. It took this happening for you to start investigating. You should have been doing that. Because, I don't know, like, people that's too quiet, they give me sneaky vibes. It's just like, I don't think she pay attention enough to her intuition. And I just really want to, like, encourage everybody that's watching this, whether you're a man or a woman. Trust your intuition. If you're with the right person, you can ask them. If you're concerned about something, you can ask them. You don't got to go through their phone. You ain't got to do none of that unless you feel called to. But you can ask a person. If they're the right person for you, even if they're not doing whatever you're doing, whatever you suspect they're doing, they will still be honest with you. And like, allow you that space to, like, address what needs to be addressed. Because let's be real, like, most of us, a lot of us have been cheated on. I'm not going to say most of us, but a lot of people have been cheated on. So it's normal to get in a new relationship and have your suspicions. But when you go to your partner and ask your partner, pay attention to how they respond. Like, if your partner gets mad immediately, that's probably a sign. If your partner is being sneaky more than usual, whatever the case may be, look into it. Like, trust your discernment and trust your intuition. Because I feel like as women, we all have it. But when you get to a point to where you start ignoring your intuition, that's a bad place to be. Because now you're ignoring your own judgment, your own better judgment for what somebody's telling you. So just always trust your intuition, for sure. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. Like, Miss Cindy didn't really, like, Janay could be sitting on the phone with this person throughout the day. Miss Cindy probably wouldn't even know. She'd just be talking, not even paying attention to, like, what Janay is doing. Because I think Janay is the type of person that blends in. She's just quiet. She's just seeing her there, but I'm seeing her doing a whole fucking lot. Like, I'm sorry to say, but I feel like this ain't the only person. Let me ask, has Janay cheated on Miss Cindy before? I know we getting into some other shit, but I just gotta let it be known. Has Janay cheated on Miss Cindy before, Tricky Trina? Yes or no? Has Janay cheated before? Yes or no? I don't mean texting, I mean fucking. Maybe. Maybe. Yes. Yes. See that? Yes. This is the Knight of Swords. Ambitious, action-oriented, driven to succeed, fast thinking, and defending beliefs. Then you got the Hierophant, institutions, tradition, religion, society and its rules, social approval and conformity, forgiveness, bondage, mercy, wisdom, and trust. So I think there was a point in the relationship where she was like, she would push boundaries, but she wouldn't go all the way. But then when she realized, I think that Janay low-key is like super sensitive. And I think that Janay has a habit of dating straight women. This is what I'm hearing, and I'm not trying to read her for filth, but I'm just telling y'all what I'm hearing. I think Janay has a history of dating straight women. I don't know why studs do this, but I think it's like a fetish, or like to feel like, oh, I got somebody that's not, this ain't their norm, but I got them, I pulled them, whatever. Weird, complex, but yeah. So I think that with that being said, she does have a lack of trust. She feels like, okay, like for instance, if a woman has kids, she doesn't feel like she could trust them. So why are you with somebody with kids and then you help her raise her kids, and then it's just weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, why even go that far if you really, you know? But I think a lot of people don't really understand that what you believe, like your beliefs become reality. What you believe, that's your reality, because that's what you're speaking, that's what you're thinking, that's your entire existence, your beliefs. So that's why I'm so like on people about like, be mindful of what your beliefs are, whether it's personal beliefs or religious beliefs, because that stuff isn't just like, oh yeah, that's just what I believe. No, this is your life. This is your existence. This is the difference between your reality and somebody else's reality. So be mindful. So what I was going to say is, I feel like Tricky Trina, she, no, I was speaking about Janay and how, what was the card? So, you know, when I said, at first it was more of she was just pushing boundaries to see how far she can go. But I think Janay is really sensitive, and I think she pays attention to like what you're doing. Like, are you going to check on me? Are you going to like, are you checking for me? Like, are you seeing like where I'm at, like what I'm doing? Like, do you give a fuck? I think Janay would probably do stuff and just see if Miss Cindy would say something. But she would do it and just like, for no reason, just unprovoked. I kind of want to ask, is there a specific number of people that she's cheated? But I'm telling you, it's more than one. It's more than one. And I feel this strongly in my intuition. It's more than one person that she's cheated with. And she do it quick too. Like sneaky people, I've dated somebody sneaky as fuck. And that's the person that cheated on me. So I'm telling y'all, like, it be them quiet ones. And I hate to say it, but like them quiet ones, they be knowing how to do shit, and they do it quick too. Like you wouldn't even think, like you'd be like, they don't have time to cheat. They be at work, baby. They makes a way. Do you hear me? They make a way. If they want to cheat on you, they gonna cheat on you, and they gonna find a way to do it. Okay. So yeah, with the Knight of Swords, ambition, action oriented, she wanted Tricky Trina bad. Okay, she wanted that woman bad. And why did, I know this probably happened to y'all too, but after I watched that video, the She Wanted My Life, the part 1, I just watched part 2 and part 3. But why did videos on Ms.Cindy channel start being suggested to me from like years ago? I think it was like 6 years ago or something like that, or 4 years ago. Videos with Tricky Trina, and I went through the comments and they was like, is this Tricky Trina? And people was like, yes, this her. So I was like, oh my fucking gosh, is this Tricky Trina? So it matched what she was saying. And if you look at it, her body and shape and like her size, she's like petite and short. This is her. These cards is her. Okay, this card here that said personal beliefs, freedom, going against the grain, unconventional. This is the Hierophant, but it came in the upright, but I was reading the reverse. But damn, this is still like spot on. It says unconventional, foolish, generosity, unorthodox, blind faith, misconception. This is the earth sign, Taurus, the energy of the unexpected. Yes, you never know what to expect. Like, so I'm just telling you, like, I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feelings. I know this is probably going to be hard to hear if Miss Cindy comes across this, but I'm just going to keep it real with y'all. Like, sometimes you're living in one reality and the other person is living in a whole nother reality. So it's important to have like deep conversations and talk to your partner about things like shadow work. Like, have you done your inner healing? Like, whether you do shadow work or go to therapy, like do something, like take control over your situation. Don't be a victim to your traumas. Don't be the person that hurt someone else because you were hurt, because that's what happened. Janay, you got hurt in the past by some straight woman and you held that against Ms.Cindy. And instead of expressing to her that you wanted her to do certain things more with you, or like do more of things that you wanted or you liked, instead of doing that, you found somebody that you felt like you were more in common with. And that's kind of unfortunate, because now Ms.Cindy is hurt, and hopefully she doesn't go and, you know, hurt somebody else because of how she was hurt. Hopefully she has the opportunity to like overcome what she went through. But let's go ahead and move on to the next question. So has Janay and Tricky Trina done this before? Yes, we got our answers. We got everything we needed. Next question: was Janay manipulated or seduced by Tricky Trina? So I basically already explained that. I'm happy. I already explained that. She was seduced, but it wasn't by force. It wasn't like, oh, I put a spell on you. This was happening before. Like, I saw people in the comments saying, oh, she did a spell because the blood or whatever. And I believe that she did sex magic. She didn't do a spell. She did sex magic. You know, using that blood or whatever. I do kind of want to get insights and see like what that whole situation was about. But now that we know that this happened prior to, so they had already been with each other sexually prior to that night. So I don't think that's as important if we're asking like, or if we're claiming that, you know, she did sex magic, but I mean, did a spell on her or whatever. But I don't think she did that. I think she just realized she honestly had been abused, so she knows how to please people. That's something that, like, she's very promiscuous, so she knows how to like read people and like, oh, I know she'll be into this. Let me try this. Let me do this, you know. And that's how she kind of gets people, because she kind of goes for people that maybe have never had someone like that, or never been able to express or unleash themselves like that. And that's exactly what she did. And I think Janay's true colors was exposed, hence the full moon card. Those secrets were revealed. Okay, so my question was she manipulated or seduced by Tricky Trina? No, I feel like she went for it because she felt like she was lacking something in her relationship. So she kind of felt like it's now or never, because she knew she was gonna get caught for sure. All right, last question. What is the current relationship like between Tricky Trina and Janay? So let's see. Oh, I haven't even been reading my cards, Lordy. Okay, so I'm sorry, y'all. So for question number 2, has Janay and Tricky Trina done this before? Maybe. You got the maybe card, and it came in reverse. It said lesser of two evils, no right choice, confusion, indecision, information overload. So yeah, they have done this before, and I think that Janay started to feel bad about it. She felt like an unloyal person. She really did. But again, she felt like, well, she had already done so much. So even if she was to tell Ms.Cindy, like, it would almost like, it still wouldn't make her feel better. So that's why the lesser of two evils comes up. And then it says no right choice. She felt like it was no right choice between the two. Because how do you compare like the sexual chemistry between her and Tricky Trina, the kind of understanding and the similarities with the drug abuse, like, you know, like them drugging out or whatever. So the similarities there were strong, and then also the connection that Janay had built with her and Miss Cindy's family. That's kind of like, she was like up in the air about it. This is an air sign card, the Libra card, which represents air. Air represents communication. So lack of communication for sure. Okay, third question was Janay manipulated or seduced by Tricky Trina? It says competition, rivalry, conflict, disagreement, strife, and tension. And it says no. This is the fire sign Leo card. It says no. Okay, this is the card. So I literally told y'all this. I said she was not manipulated or seduced. She was seduced, but it wasn't like, oh, like this is her, this is the reason why she did it. So Ms.Cindy, just get that out your head. Like, she was not seduced. Like, Tricky Trina just, she can sniff out a person that like is not happy at home. Like, she sniffs that shit out. And that's exactly what this card says. It says competition. competition, rivalry. This was really not just like, it was deeper than just a game to Tricky Trina. This wasn't just a game. This was like a competition. Like, she was like trying to show, I feel like she wanted to show Miss Cindy, like, I can have whatever I want to have. Literally, that's what I feel. This says instability, exaggeration, overexertion, strife, changes, freedom, and loss. Okay? So the last question, what is the current relationship energy between Tricky Trina and Janay? You got the judgment card. It says judgment, rebirth, inner calling, a new phase, absolution, reckoning, awakening, redemption, forgiveness, and mercy. Wow. Then it says 20 reduces to 2, and 2 is about balancing polarities. Fire sign, Pluto. So this is the judgment card, okay? So I do feel like, I kind of feel like Janay and Miss Cindy will be talking or having like a conversation soon, because it says redemption and forgiveness. So I do think that Janay might come back and apologize, because look at this card closely. It's like a person begging for mercy from God. So let's see, like, who's going to be apologizing? If a woman comes up on the card, then this will be Miss Cindy. If a man comes up on the card, then that would be Janay, representing the masculine. All right, who will be the one to apologize? Who will be the ones to apologize? It says foul play. This is a woman. I hope Miss Cindy does not apologize, but I do feel like she has to work on her self-love for sure, because I feel like I could see her doing that, like still being like, I'm sorry, you know, I don't want it to be like this between us, because like when you've been with somebody for so long, like you just start to feel like, I'd rather have you in my life no matter what. But that's just not a good way to think, and like you deserve better. Like you have to know you deserve better. If a person doesn't value you enough to be loyal to you, you know, that's just basic, like that's just basic respect in a relationship. And if you don't got that trust, then you literally don't have nothing. So do not apologize to her. Miss Cindy, do not apologize. And also this could even be showing Tricky Trina trying to apologize to Miss Cindy, because it says foul play, which with a woman on it crying. So that could be Tricky Trina coming back fake, like crying or whatever. So yeah, let me see what else I wanted to ask. Oh, what's the current relationship like between them? What's the relationship like at this time between Tricky Trina and Janay? What's the relationship like at this time? I'm gonna try to wrap this up because my camera is dying. What's the current relationship? Your ex is back, communication, abundant union. I think that Tricky Trina is gonna leave Janay for somebody else, or the other way around. Like Janay is gonna leave Tricky Trina. It's not gonna last between them. And this makes sense because it says reckoning, awakening, absolution. So I think that this is like, no, like I know where I want to be now. So this could either happen one or two ways. Either Janay and Miss Cindy gonna get back together, or Tricky Trina's gonna get back with the person that she was with. Okay? If she was engaged before, then this will be the person that they're referencing, because this is a marriage card. So something is about to happen. Something big is gonna happen. Let me see. What can we expect? I want to ask more about what is their relationship like now. What is the relationship like between Tricky Trina and Janay at this time? What is the relationship like? I want to know the tea. Unexpected love. Okay. What is the relationship like? Break up with her. I'm bored. Yo, hold on, let me try. I don't know what to make of this. I think Tricky Trina is a fire sign. Let me turn this down. Music screaming though. I almost can't concentrate. Okay, so the current relationship between them two, I do think that this is the man, because I'm like confused. I'm like, what's going on? I think that this man, this could be Tricky Trina, because I think that there's a man coming in between two women. It says break up with her, I'm bored, and it's the man in the middle. So the way I'm reading this is like Tricky Trina is going to end up getting back with this person, this man that she was with for a long time or engaged to, okay? Because it's like, okay, break up with her, I'm bored, I want you back in my life. So yeah, so that is going to be what happens. What's the current relationship between them now? Using children, manipulation. So I'm seeing Tricky Trina like say, oh, my son needs this. Like, can you give me money for this? Like basically begging. Like her saying her son needs stuff, but really using it for whatever. Look, trying to drag you in some bullshit. Then look, venting about you. Yeah, this is like they're getting exactly what they deserve. I think that Janay, let me pull on Janay and see how is Janay currently feeling in this relationship with Tricky Trina. How does Janay feel with Tricky Trina? How does Janay feel with Tricky Trina? Oh my God, look at this, y'all. Inner turmoil, deep-seated fears, secrets, releasing worry, hope, and reaching out. So I think she's gonna be reaching out soon to Ms.Cindy to try to apologize. I think now this is like, I can't remember what I said, like who was gonna apologize, but Ms.Cindy, do not apologize to her. Like, let her come apologize to you. Let her come to you, no matter how long it takes. I just feel like if you still have hope of like y'all getting back together, I wouldn't even like get back with her. But you know, like I know you care about her, but I just personally feel like a person, if they show you who they are, believe them. Don't try to make up in your mind, no, this is how it is. No, it wasn't. Like, it wasn't. This person don't give a damn. Okay, so the way she's feeling in their relationship, restless. Like, that's why she's doing drugs. Like, she can't cope with the decision that she made. So let me get clarity. How does Janay feel in the relationship with Tricky Trina? How does Janay feel in the relationship with Tricky Trina? I just feel like it's so many different ways this can go. Okay, look. Obsessed. Third party interference. Look, the man is coming up. Oh my God. Well, this could be so many different ways that this could happen. But my question was, how does Janay feel about being with Tricky Trina? It says obsessed, third party interference. There's a woman in red. Look, there's a woman in red here, and this is a red dress. It's a woman in red here, and then if you look at the other cards, the red, this is Tricky Trina. Tricky Trina is the one in red. So I think that Janay is starting to realize like Tricky Trina did break up a relationship, but it wasn't just Tricky Trina though, Janay. It was you too, Bookie. You did this. It takes two to tango. Like, can we stop acting like, I don't know. I just think Ms.Cindy needs to stop holding it in her frequency that it could be any other reason besides Janay is just untrustworthy. Like, no matter how you paint it, Janay is the one that broke up the relationship, not Tricky Trina. And this is just my opinion. So the second card that you get for how does Janay feel in the relationship with Tricky Trina, you get mood swings. One minute she's happy, one minute she's not. Okay? Last card. Undying love. My pain, my love, my sorrow. So, I just feel like... Oh, look, this song. Puffin' on Zooties. So, I just think Janay stays high as possible these days, so she can escape how she feels inside. But she does see, she sees exactly who Tricky Trina is. Like, being around her now, she sees it. That's why I say, Miss Cindy, don't apologize. What are you apologizing for? Please don't apologize. You the one that deserve an apology. Okay? So this is what went on between Janay and Tricky Trina. Let's see if we can get a little bit more insights about that night, and then I'll go ahead and close the reading out. Spirit, do you want to expose anything else about what happened that night? Maybe the night with the blood. Let's ask about that. The night where the blood was all over the bed. What happened that night once Ms.Cindy went to bed? The finger, fuck you. Oh, they both said fuck you. Ooh, some said whatever I did. All right. What happened that night? What happened that night? Wild emotions. Do I cap the water? This, y'all. This is the Empress card that I was showing y'all. You fucking me good, bitch. You helping me win. Did y'all hear that? Tricky Trina could also be a water sign. I'm getting Scorpio if she is a water sign, or maybe Pisces. Look. Look at the water. Bitch so pretty look better than Cassie. Puffing on Zooties and she calling me daddy. So this explosion of water, this is exactly what I was imagining when Miss Cindy was actually talking about like how it was blood all over the bed. When I had pulled this first card right here, I was like, oh, that's reminding me of like the blood. Even though it's water right here, which is representing wetness. Oh, now my camera said 111. But this wetness or whatever is representing the blood. It says wild emotion. So I think that symbolically with her being on her period, that was actually symbolizing like a binding, because you know when they say when you have period sex, that's like sex magic. You're binding yourself with someone. So that's why we shouldn't be doing period sex with just anybody. Like sex itself is already a soul tie. So imagine blood being added. That's when you're creating like, that's when it's magic at that point. Okay. So it says wild emotions. I won. I'm the missus now. Oh my God. Oh my God. So that night, I feel like whatever Tricky Trina did that night, she felt like she did her shit, okay? Whatever she did, she felt like she won. Because I'm baffled. Like, this is really crazy that people think like this. Like, okay, let me ask about Tricky Trina. So let's ask from her perspective. So what about Janay did she like? Let me move these cards. What did Tricky Trina like about Janay? Because I want y'all to see this. Let's see. I'm gonna shuffle the music too so we can see how Tricky Trina feels about Janay. Because I know this about to be funny.
Why is everyone spiraling over YouTube banning ad blockers? Like, chill.
Let's see. This song. Y'all, this song. Y'all, Not Contagious by the Isley Brothers. Oh my God. Oh my God. This song, what it talks about is crazy. For this to be the song that plays. Okay. All right. How does Tricky Trina, that night that happened, what was on Tricky Trina's mind? What was her reasoning behind going for Janay? Why did Tricky Trina do that? Back with X. Putting yourself back together again. Just leave, it's not working out. Karen bitch. I honestly feel like Tricky Trina, she's just that type of person. Like, she's genuinely fucked up mentally. She's genuinely just like a jealous person. Like, she sees somebody in a happy relationship, she feels like she wants to come in, and that's just her trauma just tearing her ass up. This could have been a number of things experienced in her childhood. Maybe seeing her parents cheating on each other, or maybe, you know, the sexual abuse that she experienced, it shaped her. But whatever it is, like, it shaped her. And this is a person that she became. But I feel like she it's like Miss Cindy says, she likes people that's in relationships. So where she saw a way that she could get in where she fit in, she did with Janay, because she saw how Janay took care of Miss Cindy. I don't know the extent of like what she actually taking care of her, of like, or like just the support that she showed her or whatever, or maybe they're living in Janay's house. I don't know. I don't know if that's Miss Cindy's house or Janay's house. I don't know. But what I do know is I'm just seeing like with the Karen card, this is showing me like she really started some shit up, you know? She really did. It says back with X, putting yourself back together again. It says, hold up, this shit is good, hot drama. So Tricky Trina just wants to start some drama. I'm basically asking, why did you come into Janay's life? Do you see any love cards? Do y'all see any love cards? Here you see like not even a kiss, halfway of a kiss. This says hot drama. Just leave, Karen bitch. That's why I said I couldn't wait to see. There's no love here. She does not love Janay. She doesn't love Janay. Instant karma. So Janay, that's you made your bed, now lay in it. Y'all sat up in there and hunched up in that bed like that. You made the bed, now you lay in it. Now you laying in that bed every night. That's your karma. That's your instant karma. So yeah, this is the story about instant karma. Personally, I just feel like for Janay to feel this way about Tricky Trina, like the just all the cards, it's like she bad, this and this. This is how she feels about you. Like, basically, Janay, I hope you have the day you deserve. This is all alleged, of course. This is for entertainment purposes only. But thank you guys for watching. This is the reading on Miss Cindy and Janay, as well as Tricky Trina. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Go watch my other readings that I've done on other influencer couples or, you know, YouTube relationships. Also, if anybody's interested in joining my mentorship, as well as booking a personal reading, I have the link to my reading website down below. If anybody's interested in purchasing crystals, crystal jewelry, incense, spiritual baths, or any other spiritual products, I have the link to my metaphysical store down below in the description box. Thank you guys for watching. This is Juju the Master Manifester, and I am out.